Everybody, I want to hear you. Let's go. Come on. One more time. Come on. I like it from Akka on guitar. I can't hear you. Break it down. I want to hear that. Let's go. Come on. Oh, that's Zoom. I want to hear the man. Oh, that's Emano. Emano. Oh.
Ninth of April 2026, exactly 27 minutes past 6, and that is if your time synchronizes with mine. For a higher Today Ghana News TV meeting, Lawrence Apieni Eboa, Mena and Lady, Imagine Konya, Mede, no credit, Jumedi, Ebro, said a die, no, it's Nasi, and it's a Ghana Hons and Semina, Bet Nasina Dream. And they, I'm if I Konya in Missa say, East Uko, he, Mede Mquachili with Brick. The human said it here, no stress kakao say yana why you this stress na e dey back. So this year no April. Think you both first 4 months away. We are within the first 4 months, but so you break about juju kakra. So we are re-energizing and we are revitalized to carry on with the rest of the months. 2026 is going to be an amazing year. Make out still now we are also celebrating our 5 years. Today Ghana News TV, we've come a very long way. We've come a very, very long way. It's not been easy, but so 5 years in a day, nana heading. Name reward journey. I remember I call about strong compana about Jimmy way. So and then it's going to be interesting because topics say wow, I don't know. A more dinkakra. The Bepka could do me was sports cra. Because said the blacks are saying no more tini pa kuma Sabre no I'm sure my coach no to ado Germany fuchi boy 5 Emma Astra Subeti defi no and chekra na e buy and also bɛhwɛ ya ka wonsɛm kakra na the nedwumedie no obi ade wom nti waba tena se mamenka we are live via Twitch on satellite Facebook YouTube LinkedIn and in our search handle ne back on Today Ghana News TV. We are also live on Achimhemai High FM 93.5 in Achimhemai in the Eastern Region, Kings Radio in Accra, Jamframa TV or Rara in the UT region, Sekina Information Center, Tatali Northern Ghana. Summary is also loud and clear over there. At the Liman Community Information Center, we are also loud and live. Samson of Fans TV, also in a Flow Water region. Maybe you in Aboso. The only thing I say, Uber joining a word media with especially in the online platforms, no. But your share, not media in quite inquiry. Said about for a movie, no, maybe be 80 and maybe be a share no so I didn't tribute movie and number. If I Brenna kindly na Mr. Some routine share the yammy. Just go and share. Before I introduce my guest, no, let me take you straight to the Evening Tribune. Evening Tribune, Ghana's only watchdog, newspaper, no. We undiluted in frame, the Etiano, Sapepe na Yetro. Said the Etiano, Sapepe and Yetro. Evening Tribune, Patriot, that screen so, Mr. These are some of the things that made it to the front page of a newspaper. Mahama, Macron lead global health charge influence. I beg your pardon, in France. Mahama, Macron led global health charge in France. Ghana's president demand action as world confronts rising health threats. Osha Mampeni Mahama, as I'm in Saddam Macron, come. I can see this man is really poised to bring a change, and not only in Ghana, but the world. Kudos to President Mahama. On the right side, also, Mampeni and Unyani John Dramani Mahama, and a summary addressing Kama, or tell one. What is he saying? He said, President Mahama announces high-level panel of Accra reset. Accra, the reset, Yankasa. Accra reset. The Yankasa, Accra issues, because proper capital town. It means when you go to other regions, I don't know the systems some we create, but other regions are doing well in everything. Accra na acquire capital into Ubia Wahano. Name and your cost of Accra you can't control. If he show gutters, so to intimate Konya the idea, no problem. Now, anyway, I'm sure that there are a lot of the issues that were Accra in here reset. And see, I think this is in the right direction. If Accra should be reset, it will be in the right direction. So we are looking forward to that. OSP storm fuel depot over massive petroleum tax scandal. And also OSP now shut down or tell come on, OSP. No, tell us some come on. And see, these are some of the things that make it way to the front page of the Evening Tribune, Ghana's only watchdog, Mr. And send me a yabomi, more than Ankasa. Now, in the said the Evening Tribune, no, people are not able to it's just 2 cities, 50 pesos. Wait, me, I could GB, baby, I will be an hour kind. Now, some at that front page, you know, when you which me are the most required who the airport Ghana. So, the other stories are, it will be of your interest if you read to abreast yourself with what is happening in Ghana. Enti Kojibi Nakai. My way and that show is going to be interesting, like I rightly intimated earlier. Just make sure you share, just make sure you drop all your comments, just make sure you drop all your opinion suggestions. We will take time and read it for you. Before I introduce my guest for today, let me take you straight to Maminko Chame Hoka Camera na meba na afe may introduce my guest, then we kick off with the conversations for today. So don't go nowhere, we'll be right back.
Welcome to Beyond Makeup, where beauty and confidence are taken to a whole new level. Here, we pamper and take care of you like royalty. Enjoy our gentle waxing, refreshing facials, and soothing massages that melt away stress and leave your skin glowing. We also offer professional makeup services, manicures, pedicures, durable nail extensions, and perfectly sculpted ombre brows. We give you the most perfect soft lashes that highlight your natural beauty. At Beyond Makeup, every visit is more than just a service. It's an experience of care, elegance, and transformation. Locate us at Chado Last Stop or call us on 0559 933 505 or 0506 474 911. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Beyond Makeup, your journey to wellness starts here.
Oh, say yay! The African Arts, Food, Music and Culture Festival, Armenia 2026. Society, ya pa hunting of a Francis Consuls, Eto Esa Afro Esbitesa, and what Ghana, any Africa, some showcase creativity, and what global stage. So we artists, fashion designer, chef, musician, and empo, cultural entrepreneur, and you know, so what the African young creativity, every global stage, and what Europe, ya boy ya pomo atuho, ya show registration, I say, and it's 2% participating, and now on getting more information there, and you know, contacting our home so +374 558 508 11 and +233 542 545 815. Following our Facebook, Ope and Sembisa and Bibi Piata e fire home. Ubetimi I email and so ewo African Cultural Festival 2018 at gmail.com. African Arts, Food, Music and Culture Festival, Armenia 2026, made of way. Africa on display, culture without borders. Yeah, that was it. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Enka osro hine. Ka apostle Stephen Amuakuhu or control for penny any kofa baye edema in the world of God Ministry International. Ewa biblical truth. Miminda ediye nimi ene miminda biya. Abra abo enumrenon so Ghana time. Yeyini life. Ewa Today Ghana News TV. Biblical truths. Power, power, power.
But as I say, when you break now, train my team could train Kakraba or the four and then breed it. And made the acorn, a soldier bread now we were soon and come away bedina, make sure so the one Jim. Nemo share no yammy and Casancasam Sermon. Moshe, and then come on a bit in the mood. We have 3 topics that we'll be looking at today, and I'm happy to say, I've been joined in the studio by Edinam Owusu Yao. Edinam Yao Owusu Agbe, who is from Equiapem South, as an NDC communicator. And Edinam are joining me. Edinam, good evening. That time, I'm going to check Edinam mic in Mamina. I send the mic off. Edinam, good evening.
Apomboko.
Nyame adom me na then I go with Equiapem South to see.
Yo, me di chia kese ema etiefo ne ahwefo a mo hwe efi ekuye mante emu a enu nyina eda aburi atwapem so ha de boko se wa unim no Little London ana emro frey na we de mesre na mo de afaso ansa na matu nyum kakra awan adwuma no yo Lawrence George wonu se wudi netia obeya wan wadwuma itimigiri se enyum we eda di pefe eniama ekoso we Piapem South na yekoso ara esere se behu bebre na yama me ne de obo adwuma pa o ma no hom ne so ankasa
sabe bebe netie me da se ni mrei obeka se studio han komo ebe twetwe de tetele bente na mum se de da no me boss de meko iste na me wo honom na me ba honom na je say ni je ni ade ni ade Piapem no mu develop no pa Piapem South specifically agree with the tourism ba ho mo ya ade amanfo be gu mi ji mani ankasa sia me huna mi na ye me anka mesem director and confirm ko beyond makeup na me ko mu emi ami kakra director kwa wo sa how de ma me thumbs up okay
oh fine eni nyina ye yama me edi so ade hunu nti no ye hwe kwan se bibia be koso jojo
I'm expected to be joined in the studio by Dr. Masood Abungu, who is the NPP chairman for the Russia branch. But so far, no, we'll move on. I intimated earlier that we are discussing three main issues, and it's got to do with the engineers and planners take over the Damang gold mines. The question is it a good omen for Ghanaian companies? Is it a good omen for Ghanaian companies? Before that, I would like to give you a quick background of this, and we'll proceed with the show. Mpacho, Meya ne sama ono share ni hiam yankasa. Enti Misre, bibi obi atie bibia no aye no kremre. Hadi intro. Yeah, also, you would not dare lie on this platform. Okay, so for many of you who do not know about this whole issue or the background of the story we are here to discuss, engineers and planners, a Ghanaian mining company, a opinion a friend Ibrahim Mahama, a man penia or Tiako Nyaso, President Mahama, and a summary, the company with some other companies omoko bidding ema papa company na so far no ebeto just say no na meet requirement to bit me manage the mining way no formerly managed by Goldfields more pretty. Now this Goldfields now has been operated since 1993 as Abreno. Yes, shifting ownership or management of this akoma Ibrahim Mahama. We know the process started way back somewhere some years ago under the old administration. I think 2022 and a process started Omudidi Mahama Samre 2026 company our main managing of the mine mining Akweshe Ura Ibrahim Maham answer. Now it has got some people talking because heading. Personally, I have an opinion I would like to share. MJ said for the first time in our history, an indigent or a Ghanaian has been able to take up mining sites or mining because most of the time, properties like this or maybe and your or mine no any make foreigners in tema some infrastructure na na bebre no echo foreigners no which does not really sit well with me. So for that side I'm quite okay, but from where I sit I've got to ask questions and I've got to look for answers. That is why Yao is here today. Yao, like I rightly intimated, no, we know Yanshe, Sebe Ghana, Sem Ghana. And what are the optics? Like the optics also saying when it comes to politics, we have nepotism to tackle. We have it's too much, but let me start with you and see your thoughts on this one. Yanko.
We need to say pass our mama sa kwanya we. Chiechia ebrofo nyina ye kwapem South for any Ghana man for nyina ni NDC for 43. Na asem we dey me say asem papa o. Na resetter yen mampanyin His Excellency John Dramani Mahama editu ne this so obehwe na waboa no. I think say this is a reset that positive one within the mining industry. Obi bi that thing na make us engineers and planners is a company. They've been operating over decades, about 10 years ago, and they have been they are experts in mining and mining regulations and offering mining expertise, not only local but foreign, to any Liberia, and Sierra Leone. Now, why engineers and planners? We share engineers and planners, they be free from 1997. Our establishing a company, the major successor, they've been able to chalk. I believe, say, from their background, CEO, Nankasani background, or into construction and engineering, a perfect match. Without things being equal, the man has been able to build successfully more than 5-7 industries. What you say? Aside engineers and planners, Suchari Portrait Farm, creating employment avenues. There were water pump projects. Over 400,000 hectares of land over to meet the year palm oil production. And we have Acela Matter Partnership. Acela Matter Partnership providing mining service. It should be a doctor now our mining services. If you want to bid in for a mining project or the miner, who else is better suited for? I mean, all things being aside, yet the key personality, this senior his way of being accountable and being serviceable and his humane nature. I believe, sir, the person will come clean. You will come with a clean sheet. What you said. And the man is not only doing that, he is providing community services and help. Philanthropist Juma Bebre. What you said for your fellow journalist. What you said. But this man was able to come out of his own. COVID-19 the world crisis are able to government encourage government he went out to didn't even mention Jata Cement is now working shoulders with other cement production factory. It's a fully fledged Ghanaian, locally made Ghanaian cement. What you say? Your papa will son with Juma. It will be almost a track record way. I'm giving you the reason why, objective reasons why we believe in research now. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, it is about experience, and that is what we went into the election with. We said experience, but not experiment. We are not going to give jobs or things to people because we knew how it ended us. You know, I don't even want to go there. So we are saying that Honorable Ibrahim Mahama, name track record, and the senior in the Ghanaian domain. Were we not here in NPP, in the previous SWAL Kufuor Mahama regime, when somebody wanted to freely distill or do on a river, you see, but the same people, they discourage that person, and but the same people during their time, no, what happened? Over 1 million Ghana cedis, but no action was shown. It is for us to be able to be accountable. Sir, we should be able to value for money. No? I believe, sir, the person that is ideal to be able to execute, with the profile, actually profile, the competence base, and any experience on the job, and any successes that he has chopped so far. No? There's no doubt that Ibrahim Mahama and engineers and planners are the best company to be able to handle that.
So let's now take a look at job security and stability that government has to indicate that this transition aims to protect the existing workforce. Now, Osha, with the new transition now, don't you think people are going to lose their jobs?
You, Minia, the say, you see, we've been in this country, from something obviously foreign companies take over our mining sectors and other industries, and they bring their own experts, they bring their own labor force. What you have here? But this time around, we are saying say an indigenous person, mind you, with friends Nick company or Jata Cement that is working in Tema. Go look at the number of people that this company has been able to employ. You see, and also the community service engagement are Savannah in education. The man has played a key role in the Savannah region. In his alma mater, Presec Legon, the man has been able to influence our health sector. The man has been able to engage other areas. You say a high person. And recently, the private jet, I'm gonna say, a critical emergency about a person. His jet is available for all. And recently, we know the high-profile people that have been assisted. Team cross and say opposition main friends and candidates. Israel said they are or Queen. So such a person is a colossal. He's a mogul.
Okay.
It will be some say Akwenya Ba. We are supposed to learn from him, and I'm sure that job security and sustainable environment is assured. I believe and trust so.
Okay. You made mention of the private jet near the Adeno. And I think with regards to that, people are saying, some of these things are some Yemen or this kind of favor. They are politicizing the whole issue. Yemen favor or to do this kind of work was being given the platform to handle this project. Do you see any form of politics within this?
Minia, Ghana na ye wono wa. Wo pese wo tie amanfo obi anu asem a akeye ube. But say na medi nkakan no. We ye obi a even in opposition I am gonna say ni brother, ni senior brother and na ye mampeli. But even time na ni senior brother e opposition, this man gave out willingly. He offered service to the nation. We are a statesman. We are in politics. We are a statesman. And I did make a demeanor.
Do you think some of the things are? I mean, from where I sit, I will ask questions that people will ask, not specifically for me, but no more. Don't you think he's doing just to gain favor, to be giving contracts and other things like this?
So I don't see problem with that. Say me ya ade bi na me ye ni yie na me di favor say me so me wo oman ho do say me pese me ma oman mu ko ni ne sakra I don't see any problem with it. Until say Abia ube favor. Now want to make the favor no so amwa or mamba. That one is questionable.
Right to say President Eko Bibia or use private jets and yet states they provide it. Is it right like that? Because
you're right to say wherever
the state is
right
accountable
to say
for you. Well, the state is responsible for everything that you do. And is it right, quote unquote?
It is right that wherever our president is, as the number one person of the state, his total security is guaranteed, no matter what. It is the right in any say. Adeɛ bi a yɛbɛma yɛ president no yɛbɛtumi abɔ ne ho ban na ɛmfa ɛka bebree ɛmma ɔman no so no, it is perfect.
Are you saying say president etu kwan na say on fan or the state we onya like the 100% protection now can say now can
I am saying that the security of His Excellency is very important. If we believe say the state apparatus it is not worth it. But we have other options that can guarantee the security of our president, and experts have recommended it. Experts have recommended it.
The optics of this whole thing doesn't really speak well, because yes, of course, the person in Ghana handle. So far, my brother, president in power, and the brother is the one leading this whole thing, the company. People are asking, is there any sort of conflict of interest?
Ninia, your man will and now man paying the other V8, a whole V8 for a chair. To him, he believes that is how well you will be secure. What you are saying? It's no for the optics there, but the reality and the content and the objective of the matter is that where are we moving from the optics? How can this be measured so that we can be able to provide value for the resources that we have, and that we as individuals or as organizations will be accountable to the state for the resources that we are giving or the responsibility we are giving to manage? I think that should be the most important area we should be discussing about.
But Nina is important. In fact, let me take you to the Code of Conduct 2025, our NDC and President Mahama released here, and let's see how this thing finding itself in it. Okay, so I read. Says the president, good governance, transparency, and accountability form the foundation of a strong partnership between state and society, as well as among citizens. They are interconnected. They are interconnected principles that create a government that is legitimate, effective, and widely supported by citizens. It is under this umbrella that we, as public office holders, must constantly be mindful that public confidence in government institutions is vital to democracy. These principles should therefore guide our daily actions and decision-making processes. Now, I want to further the whole thing so that at least the Code of Conduct clearly set out my expectations of a government of integrity, honesty, impartiality, respect, and decency, incorruptibility, competence, professionalism, and standards of conduct that can withstand the closest public scrutiny. Mpacho, if you heard me clearly, some of normal abubosuno, even with the private jet now, President I think it's something of a good cause just to cut down budget. But that decision, don't you think it should have been taken to Parliament for at least Parliament to discuss? Then we can go forward with that.
Okay. Medasi bebree. Debi a yɛka se yɛn mmarahyɛ badwafo no, adeɛ bi a ɛkɔ hɔ biara yɛ adeɛ bi a ɛfa yɛn sikasɛm anaasɛ yɛn apɔmuden anaasɛ yɛn yiyedie ho. But all that you have said, we have been told that this is not an ɛnyɛ sika a aban ɛde ne ho hyɛ mu. What you say? Woyɛ me nua na me say yɛn nyinaa yɛde ato mu sɛ we as a country, we've been in a junk state for some 8 years ago. We've been in a junk state. Unemployment is high. We are not being able to provide certain amenities and utilities to our people. And we are saying that we want to cut down costs. The main reason why, even from a number of 125 ministers, you see, we are just cutting down costs to 60 ministers so that we can be able to reduce the public purse. Now, I'm a good citizen, and I'm telling you that for these reasons, you are my brother. I have this asset with me. I think it's a good call, but I mean the politics is normal. I understand the situation. People want to play political gimmick with it. I mean the optics, but the reality of the issue is that we have been very intentional. This government so far since 1957, after Nkrumah, have been very intentional in every step that we take. And we are showing the people that we are making things in such a way that we will not be able to overbloat the public purse. But we want to cut down things and make sure that the better Ghana agenda. So I think that this is not the cost of the state. I mean,
I think that is the whole thing. Now he does this, he does that, and the next thing you see a big contract and all that. That is why people are asking questions. Why now? And it looks like anytime the brother is in government, this thing increases, the contract and all that. He does some of these favors to get this particular way. But then, still, with this, don't you think, say, party it give you up in itself so easily for public criticism?
Mimia, Debbie, Mijin Lisa, Nanyami Jidi say, Senayo Akankasano, Yasini Ofu be a pano and I had a piano. Mianejuma so ninu, or no sooner I had a yamana. It is a obi, I be da. And yet, I find Oba catching them say, Mammy, because Ghana is a reset agenda. The reset agenda, we are not experimental. We are using great minds, people who have done it and have done before. And we are pushing them to be able to speed up our development and our progress.
But Chopa, same on the code of conduct. And let me take you to 1.5 of the code of conduct that talks about the nature of conflict of interest. Now it says conflict of interest may exist where a minister's personal or private interest is likely to conflict with or be in conflict with the functions of his or her office. For example, a conflict may arise if a minister holds a significant financial interest in a company with which the government is contracting, has a personal interest in the outcome of a process, or receives a benefit, right, or commission in return for providing a benefit. this is what the president said. This is the code of conduct by the NDC release. So if Obiti said Ibrahim Mahama gains this bidding, wins this bidding at this time, don't you think it conflicts with whatever here, whatever that is here in the code of conduct? And I remember
so Matipa Mayaso. It's in a person it is a say. Ghana School of Law. Besi new a apartment now. Or Ibrahim Mahama supply cement. Was it a conflict of interest?
Oh,
listen. Tidal waves.
Oh, relax.
No, I am drawing a point. Sir,
I like your
point. A conflict of interest.
Make your point.
I am saying, sir, a conflict of interest, no. When you are giving something at the expense of other people, that will cause the government more than ordinarily it should be to your own advantage. But here we are saying that the person is an experienced expert, and the person has many businesses that are operating. And it is through this expert knowledge and experience that we are willing, or we are giving this contract to the person. And mind you, the contract now, mining organizations no more. Did you know the percentage that was coming to the government? Have you asked whether they've been able to pay their royalties to the chiefs? Whether they've been able to address the situations within the communities? No. It is a key variable, sir. When going forward, we believe, sir, we need somebody who can be able to touch on some of these things and make sure that they provide sustainable development. And I think, sir, per experience, any Ibrahim Mahama, Nejumayemu, the Oye Jubebiano, Uko, baby, and the companies one year, they are Uka, as a winning, and so say a catcher. So I believe that there's no conflict of interest in this.
Expertise, check. Eligibility, check. In fact, with all the requirements, check. But I'm just reading from whatever that was produced or whatever that was given out by the NDC as a code of conduct.
Thank you. Yes. So the code of conduct made us know, say, a minute the code of conduct we did our research. We know say for example, fugitive of the state. Papa, your president Kenufuriata. Nim say, OG bond. You should be able to work on our physical, our physical financial variables. He went in for loans and bonds. Why? Through his bank, so that he could benefit at the expense of the nation. At the time I want to me defaulted, at the time I defaulted debt restructuring, they went extra to go for pensioners, haircuts. Sanyama wemu no, enna ye share the who say, ye pese ebedu baby no. Na obi ede krokro the John. What you say, Suban Libino, anybody come up, that was why those statements are there, and it is clear. And you could see, sir, from example, Amambe, Nyama course, we are we're done what you said, and we don't want those things to happen. It is not nation building, it is not healthy for our development. I mean, we always say that we are developing nation. You understand? We are growing economy, we are going for, we haven't reached anywhere. But it is about time that we have to build our own.
But based on the example I was citing, he's saying because of that, and we are also doing the same. In fact, me really from what you yourself, no, I'm just reading from what you produce, a document you produce as a code of conduct, which states that you should not have any business. Understand that Ibrahim Mahama is a Ghanaian. Well, I'm happy if a Ghanaian should handle such projects. Government, one way or the other, will still get 8-10%. Ghanaian will be employed. But the question is his relationship to the his direct relationship to the president. That raises concern of the document you yourself produce. How do that?
So thank you very much. Did you know that Ibrahim Mahama wasn't idle? Ibrahim Mahama wasn't idle. He's not a mathematics teacher or a science teacher, but he's an engineer. That is his expert. He has expert knowledge and experience in the field. Regardless, he's a citizen. And I believe, say, per the code of conduct, and no to me, say, the code of conduct about. Na say to power amount for that utumi edin kunimo honoma. So that means that we'll be able to do things genuinely. I mean, others may say otherwise, because obiani ni subain, obiani ni su. It will be over to cross a poko.
In particular, code of conduct, I'm reading in section 1.5. If we share topic, it talks about nature of conflict of interest, the nature of the conflict. In fact, you are not talking to me, you are educating Ghanaians, right? And exactly. I'm asking the question, exactly. Maybe that question, every rational Ghanaian would also ask. I'm not against him on this particular deal. I'm happy because a lot of the young men will also get work. We have our expertise from here, taking over some positions in there, which is good. The question has got to do with what was produced and the direct link of Ibrahim Mahama to the president. That is questionable.
Yeah. So what is the direct link to the president? Aside being a family member, he's also a Ghanaian. He's a professional.
The section 1.5. Do you have it? Oh.
Bachoka Mame.
What's the nature of conflict of interest? That's a topic, or that's the heading over there. Conflict of interest may exist where a minister's personal or private interest is likely to conflict with or be in conflict with the functions of his or her office. For example, a conflict may arise if a minister holds a significant financial interest in a company with which the government is contracting, has a personal interest in the outcome of a process, or receive a benefit, right, or commission in return for providing a benefit. This was directly now we have a president whose brother is taking over. I mean, this is a question every Ghanaian, rational Ghanaian will also ask and will demand an answer.
Yes. And nothing America said. If you say you have a president and his brother is taking over. I mean, that is not. Let me go
on with the A. There are sections. Also, A may arise due to the influence and power of a minister. May arise due to the power and influence a minister holds, both in his or her sexual responsibilities as a member of the cabinet. We put it. In fact, you're making a point. I'll also take you to section 1.5.12 of the same code of conduct. And see, would you make your point? We'll go there.
Yes, so I believe, sir, during the tendering process, it was open to the public. It was open to the public, and the government was looking for key variabilities and key competences. And for the past decade, engineers and planners have been engaging into mining activities internationally and locally, even within our neighbors, Liberia and Sierra Leone. They've provided mining consultation assistance and experts in engineering. And one of their companies has also been providing mining tools, distilling, gutters, opening structures within mining areas. Iti mi believe say akwenya ba na say aman no pepɛ sɛ onya yɛn agudi ho mfa so na wɔbue tendering process and everybody is allowed to tender, and we could be able to streamline say this is what has qualified that. I think say at the blunt side of relationship, when we look at the various key variables, they can say expert knowledge, experience, and record. The GD said, no, and a mano, sir, akwenya na mano aye over the rest of the other people.
With the code of conduct, Mutroe 2025, then a pushing on this particular subject matter, because
so you see, the code of conduct is that me as a minister, you can say education minister. Na say yes, scholarship a yaba. Na say me educational scholarship matinti. Na me de me manum and I say me no mako. And I said, you see, that one is conflict of interest. If you are a great minister, then you are a simple content. Now, like Mama no baby, that is conflict of interest. But here, the surface of the issue, let me say, we want people who can give value and be able to do accordingly, able to we will get the benefit, the needed benefit, and everything is within the economic sector.
Great. So, Mami Fa go back to the issue of the plane, private jet representative. I think it wasn't taken to Parliament for Parliament approval. So officially, this is what the President has decided, and I think it's a good course. But it was a decision I will take it solely. But on the code of conduct 1.5.12, that talks about gifts. And I would like to read. But see, to avoid the creation or appearance of an obligation, gift in cash or kind solicited or accepted from commercial enterprise or any other organization. And here we are where the President is being given a free private jet to go. But I'm giving you the question that every Ghanaian would like to ask. Let me continue.
I understand.
An exception to this rule is the acceptance of the gift presented during an office visit to an institution. The exchange of gifts during official government visit is accepted practice, and refusing such a gift may cause offense. Such gifts are considered tokens of the office rather than personal endorsements for the minister. Now let me go down. So the minister must submit any gift received in Ghana or from overseas to the secretary, to the cabinet for appropriate display. But we only saw, say, President official duties. Cool. The minister, where the minister wishes to retain gift received, he may do so only if the estimated value does not exceed 20,000. But are we saying, say, if we take this private jet go and come now, it doesn't exceed this amount? I think you give me the answer, but let me proceed.
Yeah.
Where the estimated the gift is more than 20,000, the minister may retain the gift during office, but must declare it to the cabinet in the interest of transparency. And that is where you also have questions to answer, because it was a sole decision of the president and the people around him to take the private jet and go. In fact, it is in Kanepapemwa, and cabinet because you know what the brother did was out of love. He's a statesman. He loves his country, but people feel say yes, he should have gone to Parliament. Parliament discussed, and I'm not sure say anybody would have turned down this way, but it happened. That is why you have a code of conduct that spells out all these things. So why are we doing all these things? And people are asking, say, if people are giving these favors to you, then it means automatically things like that also go to them.
Okay, thank you for the information. But
in fact,
maybe Gidi said,
hampers, common hampers.
Oh yes, it is interesting. You know, we have rules, we have laws there, and these laws are made to guide us. You know, they are not really the ultimate. So in as much as we move in a human endeavor, we review some of these laws. So when we are saying is that before he became a statesman, there's a human relation, a family relation, a biological relation first. And for us to be able to say something is conflict of interest, unless we are able to quantify and measure, say such an act would be able to is worth an amount that can influence a decision against.
You stated there clearly, and I also mentioned.
Yes. So we are saying that lending or offering an assistance to his brother. So, I believe that this same person, His Majesty Otufo, he also had an opportunity to travel with the private jet. So, is it also a conflict of interest? Is it also a conflict of interest? There are other prominent people.
It cannot be a conflict of interest because there's no direct relationship.
So the conflict of interest is not just about the direct relationship. That is what I want people to understand. So it is not just about only direct relationship. Aside the direct relationship, there are other things like what is the sum? What the activity that is involved? When you sum it, you also mentioned that it is not above a certain threshold, a certain amount of money. And also, will that act cause the person to do something beyond the ordinary? But we all know Ibrahim Muhammad. We believe he said there is no conflict of interest in this, and I'm assuring Ghanaians that they should put trust in Ibrahim Muhammad, and we should watch out for the massive development that is coming in Damang. Already, meaning said he is working around with the chiefs. You see, this is a responsible person. Already he's working around with the chiefs, and he's working around and paying royalties. So this should be somebody you should be able to know that he is ready, he knows what he's doing, and he's, as I said, giving value for money. And this is something that as a nation we are supposed to tap from.
We are still here in the studio, 22 minutes past 7. And this is No Criminal Live on Today Ghana News TV. I would like to go for a quick commercial break. When I come back, we'll deal with the rest of the topics. Don't go nowhere.
Hallelujah. Enka osro hine. Ka Apostle Stephen Amuakoho okontrofo penyi ene kofa baye edema Inner World of God Ministry International ewa Biblical Truth. Miminda ediye nimi ene miminda bia. Abra abo enumre nonso Ghana time. Yeyini life ewa Today Ghana News TV. Biblical Truths. Power.
Yes, thank you for staying with us. We are back to discuss the rest of the issues. Now, on the second topic, we have the looming ministerial and CEO reshuffle, and what are the areas that needs urgent attention. We the Ankasa, and I wish Dr. Bongo will be in the studio. Maybe from where I sit, we are looking at the reshuffle government. They are to abandon that was over the best and for no more. EPP more, I could say before, swapping here. The ones who are 1 year lucky, I say, I think we've been joined in the studio by Doc Abungu. Let me also, if Doc is ready, I would like to take a submission on the Doc. Doc, good evening. Doc, good evening. Okay, I think he's settling, but if he's listening, I would like to take his submission on the engineers and planners takeover Damine Gold Mines. In fact, you're touching on the conflict of interest. So I've already talked about the code of conduct, NDC release 2025, section 1.5, talking about the conflict of interest, section 1.5, well, and also talking about even gift and hampers. Now, and we say most times, when president is in power, need brother any big deals near there, and this happens to be one of them. Yeah, share your knowledge for the code of conduct, and how that can affect the brother on this particular subject matter. Even though, first of all, is it a good thing for Doc who submission? Is it a good thing for a Ghanaian to handle such a project? Is it a good omen? Because most of the times, we've had people, foreigners, taking over our companies and making all the profit.
Lawrence, good evening. Chairman. This is here, no Ghana money also. One man on a traffic show, Mabesha Accra, and a traffic meetings, no so. And then I'm manager, my band, Dimitri for you. Lawrence, I am there, say this year, the Ghanaians companies and I say business, eco money. And just recently, President Emma statement be, I can say, big push. Omuma contrast the Ghanaian companies. Emma NDC for the can say we are NPP ni. No, NAA then say NPP ni no work capacity over to my age when I didn't tell me farm. And I think we are enlightened. You're calling him. See, no say it to me. Near everyone you grow, your mind God. It doesn't matter, say when they war power, and I say when they Libya. But then so make us out or association. And my you see favoritism because honestly, because engineers and planners are a vice president on one Ninuya. So Becca in box side. Ninuya power. Only man. And it was pure favoritism. Lucy elections now. MPP by NSC no. Yeah, you almost set a committee managed call parliament. And I'm saying no. Coin first to our dear one for coin papa. So I talk idea with that magnitude. I was say eco parliament. Na parliament agent a guarantee. You know, say a parliament. Parliament means Ghanaians in because you have to apa. Are you a or your constituencies? So I'm going to represent here. And so the two man that means Ghanaians are here to coin on my fashion, man for coin papa here. And at the same time, so I got tired. Brian Champon, Dr. Brian Champon, Labadi Beach Hotel, Swakaya, Kobabeto, a money did so a minister, conflict of interest, Ghanese Casa, Yantoaman, Okuzuta Blacqua, or Yakangaria, only the leader of the stubborn academy forum. Say I yet family and friends area Ghanaian company. Meanwhile, Dr. Brian Champo, one of the biggest hotel in Ghana, Rock City. So that means he's having a capacity. And in here, make campus see and say, who you see favoritism, man? And I say, why check at that angle? Why check angle? No. You say, we a Ghanaian company. Now, who the year politics are? Ever two swa, yes, so it be politics. And Lawrence, let me say, Mr. Ghanaians, Mr. Say, NPP, we are not against say Ghanaian engineers company to idea, but yeah, be can say, no, no one our capacity over to me at all. And yeah, you be in more share. Say, go on my fast at all, I didn't man. A true favoritism, and oh, yeah, New Year present, Nitina, ye favor now. And I say, a real capacity, oh, yeah. I'm not against Ibrahim Mama. He's a very good businessman, very good gentleman. He's making Ghanaians proud. But then, the president, there was precedent, say, in the year president, Omuto Hadia man, I didn't find the right channel. And Nuna, Mimi Dichina Eka, say, history, I can't say, no, in the year president, Omuto Hadia man, our man for the right channel, and to Hadia man, and to Hadia man. It could be said, this time around, so that mistake now, I'm repeating here. That favorite is in an repeating here. I am not saying, say, Ghanaian company should not take up a mining. Yes, I'm proud if a Ghanaian company is taking up a mining company because at the end of the day, it's going to employ Ghanaians. At the end of the day, the money is going to stay in Ghana here. At the end of the
And
day, it's
government will
invested.
still have it 10%.
Government is still having 10%. That is good. It's going to stay here. So a Ghanaian is even better than a Ghanaian buying a company than we giving it to a foreigner who would make money and take the money back into his country. So if you remember, industrialization, and it's good that we domesticate a BBR Ghana. But then was not only Ibrahim Mahamana said EMP and a DD, and then the man EMP one. See, and I was a Japanese now. Nearby power. The Japanese na economy. You go resources na economy. Yeah. Mati say Azuma mining resources. And then what the water belt water. That mine water. West is water. Who come to crew no for all man. Cardinal mining. Yeah, man contract water. And you be saying, and Ghana, the whole Ghana, I had 34 million. Abani ntimi to ade ama enye die my emfa mine. Nipa baako oye Ghana bi no. Out of the 34 million, onu timi to resources ni na. Eyasan bisa. I'm sad. Yeah, my way. Eyare diarrhea. And we need cure to cure this country. Eyare eti Ghana no. Emani ni corruption. Emani ni favoritism. Emani ni family and friends. And we must get medicine to cure this our precious country. And then let me be saying, Lord is the whole Ghana. I pay taxes. Ye GBPR, ye G2, port, ye duty. Yet mean talk that my investing and money. I was saying, ye be doing an individual. I also pay tax my Ghana crown and talk. Hey, you do that. I'm sad. I'm sad. Me say, time has shown. So say a demonstration. Now, Ghana, Ghanaians, you should look for competent people. No more yet. It's Ghana say competent people I am for. EMP, and I say Ibrahim Mama. And ye Ghanaians no big issue mama ye Ejumano. Ghanaians. Nisika no by and ye Ghanaian banks no the better. If you been grab a Ghana commercial bank, if you may AGB banks, at then Ghana leaders in paying for minister of Minister of Mines. What man ye? Ama ye for ama Ghana online ama ye for so. And also your mama. Elia Ibrahim Mama also got to. Why? Are they? Bonnie Benayati. Sister, see any Japadini na, you go to resources Nina, you try Ibrahim Mama. Bonnie Ben Ghana I, Bonnie Ben. Are they now study Babaku? Also farm sources na na there. Why? Why?
Now, Doc, me be say, if or a citizen now so meeting requirements for the bidding, should we have a problem?
That is what I'm saying. We should not have a problem. But I have the problem with the ministry. Why is it that Nipa Bako, Ubetimadia man, no one talk, no one manage? Now, as the ministry, no, won't mean fa Ghanaians, money manage. I don't know what to man. Or no, you're Ghanaian. Why didn't they approach him that, oh, engineers and planners, who capacity? Say over boy, it will be a Ghana there. For machines number and high. Now didn't hear Ghana there. Oh yeah, yeah, good now. 10 good that if you 100 kilograms, you have about 2 kilograms for being. Nedi the Akano, Nedi ability of rules. Nedi the Akane, the ability of schools because they Ghana for in Asia. I didn't know say Tom man. I didn't. Yeah, I do need a trimana. So I do know a trimmer. Let's begin to apply the ideas, the knowledge that we have. Now, from boy of mine, now, points what you're quite in our say. You're quite in our say. You just idea should get to Tom. And your mama says, sorry, your police for Kram, my lords, let them trap for 1 year, Juma. But was so much discussion of Bottom, Omodoso. Since NDC back power. Yeah, Jai police for no Bukoemusa. Yeah, Juma, but every 1 kilometer via police. Every 1 kilometer police. Obicho waha, no, Jia Shen Bottom. Uko 1 kilometer much of church or Bottom. I tell you, John Mahamani NDC. Muntaka Minister of Interior. I tell you, what your police for me na good. No, what? Or terrorizing motorists. I tell you, Pony Ben again for fire. Ya two of my engines so may a year and I say, ya two of my engines so on back arise here. Motor ya jab idea, more I actually train.
That Doc, with your submission, don't you think you're also trying to? I mean, is a way of trying to stop indigenous who are doing legitimate businesses or legitimate jobs?
There be any kind say, if actually your money contract, your two man, right? So on top, maybe sir, as I'm said, maybe sir, say Ghana for as Minister of Mines and Energy, we didn't have the capacity and I hate me any money managing. Say it me, yeah, and Ibrahim Mama and a bit to me. Biso Ibrahim Mama no matter no. Oko funny pan wine, and yet Ghana is none of a form. 80 minutes no come, yes, I depend for one. Machines now all the mind. When you go in our photo, Ghana in a 8 years up machines and my yana. Say, bet me, yeah, I didn't think Ghana Casancasa Anye, and I also a trauma engineers and planet, air sendisa. So says, yeah, me be say Ghana, or say a toy, just I didn't know an individual known to me managing. Abraya 34 million to be managed, but single Ghanaian can manage. And no, I am a sendisa vidisa. Me dana me junuma me tiasi. Me dana me junuma me tiasi. Me santia say. Engineers and planners, our adjustment, they be got to jam adjustment. Who is meant to be out to one mammy to metro adjustment because a Ghanaian company and it is Ibrahim Mama, me pen or a million of his stream. I'm proud of him. But then yes, I may are proud of him. I also made yet Tony Japadina, Emma on in Bush for no, that is not what I'm saying. Provided it's a Ghanaian company, doesn't mean say or say to Tony Japadina, Emma on one on managing, or who are not calling about or who are not calling you, then Bush for Nina and Jessica, they be or say Ghanaian to me benefiting. Now say we are not saying I helicopter no, or the Amagani say, young fine emergency flight, and I say health flight. Ghana, you know, maybe tax are mutual. Ye ain't me, yes, sir. An individual, and also to me, yes, sir. It's laughable. And it's disgraceful as a country, Ghana as a state. No.
Doc, Mame Fakwenyo was on the looming ministerial and CEO reshuffle now. So far, no, if I feel a loopholes, where do you think we should do a reshuffle?
Ministry now, we should overhaul everything. Now here reshuffle now.
Doc, how?
Especially the Jota is a Jota. Some job. Only the end the on cry. You didn't feel cry. And John Mahama. John Mahama. What is this? What is tea and service is bad? What tea and service is bad? That is the reward.
You're enjoying DSTV now.
No. I am bad in your crowd. And a minister, president, defense minister, who that are. All shall you nominated defense minister. And that's it. Sorry.
No problem. I think Doc making a submission and he will join us again. Communication ministry or the one, but one as a Ghanaian, let's take party aside, then for politics in Twinche. Where do you feel we can do a reshuffle?
Okay. Doc say or Casano. About capacity ni competence. I think it's a honoma. You back to your minister.
The program is only meant for speaking the truth. I know you can't throw. I think he was making his candidate submission.
Thank you. Yes. So I mean, it boils down to that. Aside the obstacles, I mean, he's capable. He has the capacity. Yeah, Sheikh Ibrahim Muhammad, he has the capacity. He has the machine near idea able to bring value for money. So that's just by the side. When it comes to ministerial positions, I think say from over 120 ministers inherited go spaces draining amount for taxes. We've been able to limit the value to 60 no krano. Yentmenya 60 ni nyina na Fofia Antwata atorenchem ebeto yen yehwiri yen enimdifu bi onyankopon fo mo kransie bi bi omo wo sofia na uka ministers wansema na reset agenda any better Ghana agenda ni tinu imagine say there are some key areas as I say yetumi hwe na yetumi eyehu yie. For me, we are social democrat. No credit, I have friend of the credit. A battle home. Who fita. Who to. We katasu wine. What you say? I have at least some 7 key maybe say anka omapembe to me bibi kakra wo because we want to go into the next election making sure that we've been able to do and perform well for the Ghanaian people, so that also we will expound them from our history. Interior Ministry, but we say that we need people that can speed up things. We need people that can speed up things. Interior Ministry, Mohammed Mubarak Muntaka. Nijidi say obon modern, but senior ye pese yen meguna yabana. We want development, The Ghana Accra Reset, Better Ghana agenda, Obey here reshuffle. Transport Ministry, IFA Joseph Nipe, Honorable Joseph Nipe. Mijidi say also area say Bika Crow. And how me foreign affairs.
Transport Ministry, Accra buses from Egypt. Supporting the congestion, your friend saying, what do you call it?
I don't know your national government budget. You know, I can buy any creative transportation, cost of fuel, and any creative idea within the transport industry. What you say? So, buses near the end of the idea of mine, I said I have to national. Individual creativity within the sector. That is what I'm basing on. Muntakabai police forms. There's no creativity within the Interior Ministry. That is what I'm talking about. A Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Oh, say acquire near home on so a friend who could have black one man who so only man instead and a ye mammy. Ministry of Land and Natural Resources. You see, Galamsey, we want a solid AE on Galamsey so that we can be able to, get our waters back. Because they say you show us an iodine. Me Casano Namidi Quaco, a brief Jamaica so. You will show natural resources. You show no. You show down here. DBI you show no man for so about a feeling as of now 21st century. People are still walking long distance to go and fetch water. What you say? And the Ministry of Health. Ministry of Health. And also on the support. I mean, you raise up for Honman. Ministry of Education.
Ministry of Health.
Ministry of Health. Oh, media, Ejuma Koso, but oil slow. Media, coming for American. Me say, I am basing the work on creativity and individual competence. Our model structures are there. But show you, there are ministries are structures. Wow, but one kasa we leader, your creativity can improvise and make provisions for things. As a analysis for no complaining. And I am hospitals near the so Niama and Shadan. Ministry of Education, Honorable Aruna Idrisu. Wow, yes, we hear Niama Baby. So to me step it up. No to me bois. Na Emma and way. And I feel Ministry of Works and Housing. Honorable Kenneth Gilbert AJ. Honorable Kenneth Gilbert AJ. Because me kai says our ministry attaching a buy Mahama buildings now or a state house and who did this and Chronoa way or buy me and I should be you see these are key individual things. I say who are we leader? What steps have you taken from previous government, previous member? Then I want to not discover. You don't just sit within the ministry and just allow the structures just to move. No, you should bring your creativity. What you here? Then Ministry of Gender and Children Affairs. But I mean, we need a lot of other works. And then yesterday here, Ministry of Defense. The cast Oman Penny John Dramani Mahama said, she said, if the NDC party want to be very strategic, we need somebody that can understand the trends so that coming in the next years, we're going to take his leadership position. Intermediate one say, Omode at 2% at Tare Hose on Shen Monitor Kakra on acting. That is the best thing to do because we believe, say, send your ordinary seeker some to for me. Sana yes, security, young man, born young man, so no one in the home. It's a home here about Tampa. Senator Rollins, yeah, campaign because he himself. So, or security near Manase. That's or the not joining but ties in the next years, she's going into the leadership to be the first woman of the Republic of Ghana, the Excellency, the President.
I don't know who single senator for that particular position.
So, who's basically media because as a social democrat, we do research, we engage, we observe, we do our analysis within the grounds. And say strategic a year between the growing population and I say NDC going forward now. We should be able to position ourselves in a way we'll be able to provide exactly the nation building, the kind of leadership and we need people who have that ideal character. What you say? And I believe, sir, looking within, we need a prominent a person with an acumen, really deserving. And I think there's no better person than Zinato. What you say? And when she becomes the Minister of Defense, we ourselves will be able to see how things will move. Initially, no, na ye champions aka. Ye be man Ministry of Health. Ni knowledge ni background no. And you say, but to me, I'm massa. It's now obi wo ho no. If or another ebia racial for so betumi abanase almost the ho so be share nsa. Perfect. But I believe that say obi share ho no. I mean, we believe say that occupant, that place must be occupied by Senator Rollins.
Right. They say we know J Mama, and as a citizen, even as a party member, why we impose no. Because like I say, J Mama no one it's good. You've seen the loops. Some of we know. In fact, because of our time, in Cameroon say there, if dog were had man, also boss, but I'll include my boss. If Nami had man can next year no, and next week. I beg your pardon. Topics ever discussing Nanka. Onfa reshuffle topics in count. At least membership so that we can have like an extensive conversation on that. But we've got less than 10 minutes, and I want us to touch on the Black Stars issue. In fact, recently Black Stars tell Martini Parkuma Papa simple the mobile so be out. Yeah, so there na we make sure say we did the answer. We say JC come so me sure say JC na we share no. Asam we chire. Asam we chire.
Minia. What can you mama?
Asam we chire. Eje bia na I think your ball friendlies. I prepare to the World Cup. Na I need Germany share no. Say we anye fe. Omu nyabo tres Pele Ghana no word by a letter by letter. Australia and team bia ni wa afede Australia team nangasa mu nyame ni nukrede yembo almost omu bi mae na yemobo. It's like the Black Stars they've lost the glory. Past glory na ye woni na mponusisi ano ever since akomo share Ghana team ni nya papa bi minim so mo atu edru so I dey na recently ever since I come to Ghana, you papa beam. Mobo. Current coach and I no. No. So far no. Yakofa Bruni for news number 2. And the question is, local coach or foreign coach for the Black Stars? What will work for Ghana? They also say we work
Okay. Many that say. They be a kasa na me dia ba yen current dispensation. This current dispensation, what are we looking out for? We are looking out for people who can give us results, regardless of wherever that you are coming from. We are looking for experts who have knowledge of whatever that they are coming into. And Black Star, any team, any individual, a team and technical problem. Black Star we are no. The players are more Black Star no. When they go and meet other individual players within the team, they are able to click, they are able to play. Formation no to me bo. But why? It me believe said it is about time. Yet to me have somebody who is very, very competent, somebody who can build the formation of the team around foreigners and as international players. It me believe that so Ghana new, so Ghana new, ubia utuma akko owo sending dieno. And mind you, we have had a lot of local Ghanaian coaches they within the years, and we have foreign coaches too. But I mean, aside AFCON, any qualifying for FIFA finals, we haven't been able to take a cup. What you say? From the 90s, 80s, able to make a CKJ film. At least AFCON 3. I say you demo. Fred or Osman Diodu. Local player, local coaches local coaches at least almost on the bomb who modern kakra. And Jones are too quick, you know me. What you say? And we have foreign coaches, Milovan, Onusube Yebi, at least the first year FIFA World Cup 2010 and the AFCON final 2010. Ono boy, what you say? And you want to go big, nominate your friends say Abraham Grant, nominate Chris Ansana or to Adi. It's immediately I can say GFA. As I said, Omutumi di Omuna, almost Omutumi share. Be sure say GFA, there's a lot of politics going on there. It is not about sports and creativity. When they are able to bring sports and creativity into the Ghana Football Association, we'll be able to settle some of these things. Because it's like everybody is doing their bidding. And it is not fair. And I did that because I said, to me, Ghana Black Star, Team A, Team B, Ghana Black Star, local players, Ghana Black Star, international players. Because I believe that sometimes the chemistry between the local players and the international players, sometimes because they will be of course about international player. You are not insured. But always they come. Almost say they have a national pride. They want to come and play for the nation. So that it's a national pride. So if it's a national pride, why then when you come, then now it's all about money. That is my problem. It's immediately believe it's a Ghana Black Stars problem and your coach as them and your player as them. GFA, they should stop the politics and go in for creative and innovative sports. That is what we need.
Right. I think you've made your point. We've got less than 5 minutes. Let me take this opportunity to read some of the comments. Abba. Right. This is from Facebook. Baobab Community says, good evening, watching from Achim Kede. Ghana is blessed with human capital. We don't need a white coach. Okay. So when if Robert Kimpese says, yeah, you are on point, doing a good job for Mother Ghana, watching from Paris, France. Thomas Kujo says, guys, please, with all, Munya careful. Dibodi Efua says, watching from Sunyani, great show with good questions. Thank you so much, Dibodi. Make sure you follow us every day, share and like. Premo Oyi says, watching from Mantinia, who engineers and planners have the competence to handle the project. Nyami Abiu says, Ibrahim Mahama is contributing meaningfully to the development of Ghana, watching from Nkwanta in the Oti region. These are some of the messages about Facebook. I don't know if I've got some messages on Twitch. If not, I think we are on point. Yeah, we've got less than 2 minutes. I don't know. Still, wait me to summarize some of these things that we've touched on, and if we have somebody to at least say hi to, then we can finally wrap up.
So you made us say, me I hear the chia as my South studio. Na me share NDC for you say nkran say afi ye ko yinim ye re ye niam bebre enam honorable Larisha Adwaji wonu ada romanti they say ebri ekwaton sa beba be kra be hwe they say promises na ye promise am for me egusu a ye yi bako na me de akonya we so achia me youth commanders incoming youth commanders bra Osan Emmanuel constituency youth commander and Binia Berema Esiedu Francis deputy youth commander iti no yensu ye bi chire yeba iti Ekwapem South be de na yaba ide na yaba na ya kasa ye hwedwuma ye ya NDC ebefa no tuma prefra na constituency no ye ka kire amansen nyina se NPP fo de omo forget it ebe ye omo se dai so na ye boabo ye ho yenim se ye nduma pa be kasa mayen it mean catch up say the work day ground the chiachia me constituency chairman current chairman honorable Kojo Beni and me MC Honorable Paul Osan of Fair, Onusu Bojuma, Obojuma, na yache kwan sɛ yɛrekɔ anim no yɛbɛtumi ayɛ nea amanfo ɛpɛ ama ɔmo efi sɛ ɔmo na ɔmo ma ntumi na yɛba sɛ yɛba abɛsom na som nso deɛ yɛbɛsom ɛwɔ nokware mu ɛnti na de bia meba ha no sɛ ha yɛ nokware mmerɛ sɛ yɛbɛka nokware akyerɛ amanfo ne akyerɛkyerɛ ɔmo sɛnea abamuo no ɛte na yɛn nyinaa yɛnya nteaseɛ ɛno ɛna ɛbɛboa ma Ghana akɔ n'anim ɛda ase paa.
That's the other four. Some yebre na yebre. Medo bibi ase so joining here for today's edition of the Kremre. Meeting Lawrence apeni about penny pa a friend set adi. And they say to chinchim fidema bibi a koso. Mestre, if we are name free akra. Other programs as well. Time with Frances ho. Biblical truth ho. So na my viewpoint ho. Ni na ye programs are Today Ghana News TV channels. Mestre. Like any of our programs, share, comment, be part of it, learn and abreast yourself with whatever that is going on. 5 years in this anyone need said me kind. And see, some remember say na nyame adoma da se ne ebo no nsia pepepepe. We come back your way again with another interesting edition of No Crime Meeting. Said me board than Lawrence Apini. Yebo Michelle nyame adoma da se bye bye.
Pensa que fui